Martin, it's nice to meet you. Jacob Godek.
Nice to meet you. How are you doing today?
Good, thanks. So I have a business card for your reference. You can give me a call or an email after this meeting's over if you have any questions.
Yeah, great.
So I know you guys use DeWalt for your construction company. Have you ever personally had the chance to use Milwaukee?
Me personally, I have not, but I do have some colleagues and some friends in the construction industry that do use Milwaukee.
Okay, great. Well, I have a lot to tell you about Milwaukee then. Are you personally in charge of the buying decision process, or do you have like a team or just an assistant that helps you do that?
Yeah, so I am personally in charge of that entire process from the top drill all the way down to the bottom nail. But I do basically talk to my assistants and things like that to make sure that they kind of take a second look at what I'm buying and make sure that I'm not making some crazy wrong decisions.
Yeah, it makes total sense. Can you tell me a little bit about your company and about the tools you use, maybe how long you've used them for?
Yeah, I'd love to. So my company is Charleston Construction. We basically work on anything from large hospitals all the way down to high schools, and then we do a few homes, but not much. We run about 4 to 5 builds at a time, and we've been using DeWalt tools for about 10 to 12 years now, and basically for as long as I can remember, we've been using DeWalt.
Okay. If you don't mind me asking, what are some of the problems that you have currently with your tools?
Our workers love the tools. I mean, obviously they've been working with them since they first started with me, and they love everything about it. So that's not really the biggest problem. Our biggest problem is probably when they change the entire battery platform and change everything up on us.
So what I'm getting is, like, to clarify, when they changed the battery platform a couple years ago, you guys had to buy all new tools, all new batteries, all new chargers because they changed the platform and the batteries weren't compatible with like the new tools. Am I correct?
Yeah, exactly. So they changed the whole platform up on us kind of on short notice, and we lost a lot of money, not only from the transition from one tool to another, but also put us behind in work, which definitely lost us a lot of money and kind of put a sore taste in some of the contracts that I had.
Definitely, yeah. So would you be willing to consider another power tool company if they were, able to save your company money and, create less hassle for your company?
Yeah, I would definitely consider another company, but there's definitely factors like I have to be able to obviously save money, and it has to be a smooth transition in the long run. It has to benefit me.
Okay, yeah. So I'd love to tell you a little bit about Milwaukee. I think we'll have some, benefits that will definitely make your life easier and all your workers' lives easier. So we are one of the biggest power tool companies in the world. We have an 18-volt system that has 175 plus tools that work with one battery. It's all compatible. We also are the leading brand in 12-volt tools as well. So for like jobs where you have to put the tool over your head, if you're doing that for hours, you don't want a big 18-volt tool. You want a small 12-volt tool. So we do offer a very, very wide variety of 12-volt tools as well. We carry a 3-year warranty on the battery and a 5-year on the tool, which are longer than our competitors. And one thing I definitely think will help your company out is, like I said, one battery works with 175 plus tools. Our platform has never changed and never will change. And just like you said with DeWalt, they changed up the platform on you, and you really don't know when they're going to do that again. And if they do it again, it's going to cost you tens of thousands of dollars because, DeWalt and Milwaukee are not cheap tools. They're very expensive tools.
Yeah.
Are there anything that you that would stop you from switching over to Milwaukee?
Well, one of my biggest things, like you pointed out, when I transitioned, when they changed up everything on me with their tools, with the battery platforms and everything, I lost a lot of money. So my biggest fear is if I transition into a whole nother tool company I'm gonna have to get rid of all the tools I'm currently using and then buy all these new tools, which I'm guessing would cost me a good bit of money.
Yeah, like you said before, you had to buy all new tools, and we'll never change, and you don't know when they're going to change again. So, I mean, that definitely will help your company out in the long run. And another benefit I forgot to mention earlier is that in Milwaukee, we have Milwaukee sales and marketing reps at almost every store. Each rep has 4 to 5 stores. So, there's one for Charleston, there's one for Columbia, and really every big city and, big town in the country we have reps at. So it's not like, you can't go to Home Depot. When you see a red Milwaukee truck that we have there, you can go and talk to the rep about it. You can ask them any questions, any, online questions you have as well. Also, with the battery platform, I just want to show you the product just so you can see. So this is our 12-volt drill right here. You can just take a look at that, put it in, take it back out. That right there with our 12-volt system, like I said, will never ever change as long as Milwaukee's alive. And so obviously our 18-volt batteries and tools are going to be a lot bigger and have a lot more juice in them.
Great.
So do you think you would, be willing to transition over to Milwaukee from DeWalt because we would save your company money and, less stress?
Yeah, I'd love to take a second look at it and look more into it, but it's definitely a big consideration that I would definitely be interested in doing. I would love to talk to my secretary and also talk to a bunch of my other colleagues I have and then get back to you if that's great.
Yeah, that sounds great. Can we set up a time right now, or do you want to talk to them first?
Yeah, we can set up a time right now if that works for you. Late next week sometime. Is that great?
Yeah. How about next Tuesday? You free Tuesday?
Yeah, that'll work perfectly.
All right, 2 o'clock. Sound good?
Perfect.
All right,
Sounds
awesome.
great.
Thank you for taking the time out of your busy day to have this meeting with me. I look forward to our next meeting.
Yeah, great meeting you, Godek.
You too.